All right, everyone, welcome back into another props video. Gonna be touching on the top prop bets here for this Taco Tuesday on PrizePicks. That's right, it's profit day. Let's go ahead and get into it. So right now, as I'm recording this video, we are getting some good college basketball props specifically, and I want to start with those ones. And hopefully it's another, solid day. I will say that the insured / flex hits are getting a little bit annoying. I would love to cash a full one. And that's me calling out yesterday's bets of the day, going 5 for 8 yesterday. Obviously the underdog flex slip went 4 for 5 insured slip hit. But that's also kind of why you do the insured slips on underdog, slightly better payout as well. But looking at today's slate for Taco Tuesday, obviously we want to find the best prop bets to pair with the tacos. And looking at right now, Tyson Walker for his fantasy score already was one of the better prop bets on the day. This was one that I already woke up and bet on prior to us getting the underdog line. Now, I love getting the underdog line to be able to compare the prop against the PrizePicks line. And so we can see the average sportsbook line would have this set at 33.1. Okay, the projection day would have this set at 35.2. And then the underdog line would have this set at about 35 as well. So we can see that the outlier here is the PrizePicks line. Now, does that mean that this is guaranteed to hit? Obviously not. I mean, we can see the last few games. It's been a very tight stretch there for him. This to me does seem like a pretty good middling opportunity, though. I know this video is much more of a Taco Tuesday video, a day in which we want to take advantage of the good props that are out there and pair them with the Taco Tuesdays. I just made a video covering how we were able to get to 500 plus units on the year last year by doing said strategies. But I do think that this is going to be a good middling opportunity on both sides, because as we see in his game log, it has been very close, especially in games in which have been close games. So I'm fine using this one. I think that's one of the better ones that we are getting today. And then from there, we are getting some other good prop bets for under fantasy score. Here's another one that if it wasn't Taco Tuesday, I'd probably just go ahead and use this one more on underdog than I would on PrizePicks, because again, the better edge is on underdog, right? We want to make the best decisions possible we can on each slate. But that being said, this is Taco Tuesday. We need to take advantage of the discounted squares that are out there throughout the day. And so we can see that, underdog and PrizePicks compared to the projection data and the average sportsbook line are a little bit too high. Now, he has been someone that has middled for us in his last game. And so maybe that happens again if you were to bet him on the under for underdog and the over on PrizePicks. But the data tells us to bet the under. So we should be betting the under. Doesn't feel great, but that's the next best prop bet that we got, right? We can't be too choosy on Taco Tuesday, especially without NBA. And then we are seeing a slight prop line difference for one of the assist props here. That's seemingly a pretty big edge. If that one's still there, by all means, I like that. And now we have one in which the data seems to be telling us the exact same thing, but the data for SLATE is favoring the under for all of it. So that is seemingly going to be a good prop. And same thing for Mins here, where the better prop bet is going to be for the under fantasy score on PrizePicks as well. So we are getting seemingly 3 really good fantasy score prop bets and really 5 strong prop bets on the day thus far right now. Another one where, typically speaking, guys, PrizePicks is never, I shouldn't say never, but typically speaking, underdog is more aggressive with their projections. And so today we are seeing that PrizePicks is actually a little bit higher on some of these prop lines. So this one I'd like betting the under on as well, because again, underdog is typically very high with their projection data. And so again, we got another pretty good college basketball prop. And really today, I feel like we are getting some pretty good college basketball props. And so I do want to take a peek at NHL, and then I'll show you guys some NBA as well, because we are getting some NBA props. But right now, NHL wise, I really personally only see one really good one that I feel comfortable with, and that's going to be this prop line here for NHL with Kevin for over shots on goal. This is very similar to yesterday's NHL prop bet that ended up hitting, where, the percent likelihood to hit is not the best, only about a 53.3% chance to hit, but the projection data does like him to get, more 3.5 shots on goal rather than the 2.5 shots on goal that's currently set at. Not a huge edge, but, if you guys want to use that one instead of one of the college basketball props, by all means, I would understand that. And now discrepancies wise, nothing big enough for me to really mention. Yeah, they're all pretty much correct. So not a big edge there for discrepancies. And then real quickly, I do want to show you guys just the NBA prop bets that we are getting. And right now you guys are going to see we're not really getting that many big edges. A lot of them, seemingly are the 3 balls made. I will say if Kyle Kuzma were to still be out, Jordan Poole for over 1.5 threes would be interesting. And then just taking a a peek at the EV only bets that we are getting today as well. And this is set up for anyone that doesn't have access to fantasy score prop bets. I know each state is a little bit different with the prop bets that they allow, but this would be kind of the tool that you guys would use. As you can see, not that big of edges there as well. So, decent day. Let's go ahead and get to the bet of the day for PrizePicks. So I do feel pretty good about the Tyson Walker fantasy score prop bet. That is a seemingly very good edge that we are getting. Whether or not that hits, that is the correct decision to bet the over fantasy score per the data there. So I'm definitely happy to run that out. I will say, if I'm betting either of these two for the under fantasy score, probably want to bet the under for the other one as well. It does seem like that's more of a game script bet, especially if you are just pairing it with the one taco 5 times individually. Then I'd be fine using those as well. And then just going with these other two, where again, underdog a little bit more aggressive with their fantasy score prop lines, or a little bit less aggressive, sorry, for their prop lines. So PrizePicks does seem to be a little bit too high for those two. And then I did just go with the best NHL prop bet that we are currently getting. Do want to call it though, guys, those college basketball props, those EV bets, if they are still there, those are going to be good prop bets. I typically like to roll with these fantasy score prop bets and like the shot on goal prop bet, because that is going to be available for you guys, for most of you guys, by the time this video is uploaded. For the most part, these don't change. So I hate to get prop bets out that change throughout the day or that are not available throughout the day. That's really my goal as well. So that's going to be all for today's video. If you guys want access to the tool, we'll be updating throughout the day, hoping to get some golf props in there later on today with the full board out there. So that should be updated here, hopefully later today. That's on PrizePicks. If you guys want access to the tools, head on over to 95sports.com, available for just $10 a month. Thank you guys for watching. Let's have a good slate, and as always, let's keep cashing.